Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to JoyNews. Today we're coming to you live from our studios in Kokomlemle on DTT because we're free to on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 125. We are your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Coming up this afternoon, President Akufo-Addo expected to commission the controversial Kumasi 1 thermal power plant in the Ashanti region to help address voltage and power quality issues in the Ashanti and northern regions. We have details as the group calling itself Youth for Asanteman is also set for a protest to demand a load shedding timetable. More persistent gadget repairs and thousands of cedis lost in discarded fish and meat products. That's the story of cold store operators at the Malata market on today's episode of Dumso Diaries. As the minority in Parliament takes on governing NPP for saying it is frustrating the operationalization of the Komenda sugar factory. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. We're also live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Next Spaces at JoyNews on TV. My personal handle is @Denana Aisha. Please do stay for details. Region here in Accra, persistent gadget repairs and thousands of cedis lost in discarded fish and meat products. That is the story of cold store operators as erratic power supply continues to bite hard on businesses. Today on our Dumso Diaries, James Aveji takes us to the Malata market in Accra, where cold store operators count their losses, calling on government to produce a timetable on the outages.
I'm here in the heart of Malata Market in Accra to explore the Dumso diary of operators of frozen food shops, your popular cold stores. The buzzing business of buying and selling is the demand for frozen foods, fish, meat, and others. At least today, the lights are on in the market, but operators of these cold stores, just like you and I, have been battling a peculiar problem in the past few months. Dumso.
The leaders need to be honest with us on this power issue. They can turn off the lights early in the morning and bring it back very late in the evening. Why are they not being forthcoming with us? If it's not Dumso, then what is it?
Chocho, one of the owners of the cold stores here, tells me on several occasions he has had to dispose of some products which went bad because of the unstable power supply.
The cost of the fish has also gone up. The ones we used to buy for 100 cedis now sells for between 400 to 600 cedis. The moment the fish becomes tender, no one wants to buy them. We are usually left with no option than to dispose of the cold foods that have gone bad. We are pleading with government to resolve the power crisis.
Another trader, Aja, says 3 weeks ago, when the Dumso became intense, tens of cartons of fish and meat products in his cold room went bad, running into loss of thousands of cedis.
The last time I
What's the amount?
Yes. Wow. You know, our chicken cutting is 320. 20 cedis per one cutting. The last time we threw about 10 boxes away. Yeah.
And the fishes?
The fish, the salmon to a cutting is 1,030. 30 cedis. We threw about 4 or 5 away because of all it's melt and it's spoiled. Yeah.
Did you have to, after that, what happens? You have to bear the cost, you move on, you buy a new one, and then you start?
That one, the constant. So far as that one is spoiled, we have to put different money into the business again. So we can't blame the government to come and give us any money now. So it's this thing.
Another cost the cold store managers bear is the purchase of spare parts to repair their gadget, which now breaks down consistently due to the flickering power.
The moment the light starts going off and on, it damages our machines. And these machines are expensive to repair. We are always incurring losses.
At this point, I grew interest in why Chocho and Aja are unable to provide alternative power to protect their investment.
Do you have generator you use for your...
I do not have a generator as a backup because I sell at the market. It is an open space. The noise from the generator will disturb traders and customers.
Not that we can't buy a generator, but here we are now. We don't have a space here to mount that generator at us now.
But in the middle of all this, Aja says officials of the ECG have visited their shops to already inform them about a possible bill increment.
How much approximately do you pay in a month?
This is prepaid.
This prepaid?
Yeah, and you can buy 1,500, 2,000.
1,500, 2,000 in a month?
Yeah.
For your prepaid?
Yeah.
I mean, but we've seen some communications that the ECG is asking for more increment on the bill.
Yeah, it's true. They even came here.
They came here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But our code room, if they break, we off it. In the even they on it. Yeah.
I mean, if they increase the bill, but there is no doom saw or light out, would you be willing to pay?
Oh yeah, yeah. If there's no doom saw or light out, the business is going on, we can pay whatever we get.
The two are united in the demand for a schedule to cut the loss.
So no so be ya on now so ni obi an say e dum so na aba e san say first mama mle so ni enu say dum so no wo ho wo hu na we de enye sa ukokan ye sin ye sa ukina kwa ye sin ye sa ubi so obi o say susu de bia dum so na wo na ha ye na sese ye na mo sese ye niema nti mun kan kire ni say se ye panicho so no say dum so no wo ho a aya o ma ye nwa na o na so na o man ni nyina nti ni ye hu say dum so na wo nti mun ma na so nti say ye se ye panicho.
We are pleading with government to provide a doomsday timetable, as was done during John Mahama's regime. That's the least we can ask for.
The war kakra na beton ade china kanya na be bansa na be kwa kofa na yakofa enu be boaye chain sisi amuye no.
If there is a timetable about doomsday, we all know that by this day the lights will go off. You have to arrange yourself. You won't go and take plenty goods down before lights will go out. So you know what you take before the doomsday will come.
They hope stakeholders, including the ECG, Gridco, and government, gives a listening ear to them and find solutions to rescue their businesses. From Malata Market here in Accra, James Kwesi Aveji on today's episode of Doomsday Diaries for JoyNews.
Minority in Parliament says government must not blame it for the non-operationalization of the Komenda sugar factory. The factory has been redundant, with many Ghanaians asking government to revive it. Works and Housing Minister Akufo-Addo, in an address to the traditional authorities at Komenda, blamed the minority for the delay in the start of work.
Obehia nye de esichire a warrior wonye nwie wazi fiado chire ba be ma woye de mesichire a warrior wonye nwie semi pose wodire ba oda aban yi taxes a oda do no fi ho no wetum ba ye form woza aba sisete ya taxes oda yetum yede mankofo a wore be yeduma bagana no yenuanom no bi so won tax nti nananom wokan oye yi no se da ho so wofa wonanu tum the them tax waivers oda yede ma na raw materials a yedire be ye factory ho eduma ma Komenda man ho manya ho faso Parliament yehwena yedzemano yenkade ni na yizo yaza menyimi order ka Parliament tumi ye no mfa homa no ntum bi man na he nuanom a wose 1000 na yitumi ye ono na se ahona munua penyin keti amonye ho yenkrata da won fa dem esichira wonye wie no mfa mra mbogu factory no waza aba na afi nzama so tumi hwa no kakaka tena mede wase yenye hen penyimfo no yedin kan yedi hen enu ahwe market so yate.
That's Akufo-Addo Nkrumah, Works and Housing Minister. We can now hear from ranking member on Parliament's Committee of Trade, Yusuf Suleimana, who says the minority cannot be blamed for this.
The minority side should be blamed for not passing tax exemptions that will enable them to bring raw material for the company to be able to process. That is not true. It is not true because there is no any tax exemption requests in Parliament in the name of the Komenda Sugar Factory. So where is he getting this from? Indeed, we have some tax exemptions requests before Parliament Finance Committee, but there is nothing for Komenda Sugar Factory. So why is he telling lies to the people? In any case, we, the minority side, don't decide what should be brought to the preliminary for discussion. And so it is the finance chairman who will have to come and lay this report for us to be able to discuss that. The question I want to ask is, has there been any report of tax exemptions on the floor of Parliament that the minority have rejected? And so Mr. Kojo Nkrumah should find a different excuse for the chiefs and people of the Komenda area.
Farmers and some residents whose properties have been affected by the construction of a bypass from Esiakwa in the eastern region to Konongo in the Ashanti region are demanding compensation. The farmers who hail from Esiakwa, Osino, Asaman, Tamfo, among other towns and villages say they have had their farms and buildings destroyed to pave way for the road project aimed at easing vehicular traffic and congestion on the Kumasi highway. Addressing a press conference at Osino in the eastern region, the agitated occupants say they want government to expedite action on the payment since they are under intense pressure to pay back loans they took for their projects. I've been joined by Kofi Sian, he's our eastern region correspondent. Kofi, what exactly do these farmers want?
That since government decided to construct the bypass from Esiakwa to Konongo, they have been affected, especially when it comes to their properties. Some complain of their houses being demolished. Others also have their shops. Others also have their farmlands and products also destroyed just to pave way for the construction of the road. But they went into agreement with government to pay them compensation, as it is done usually everywhere. But since they went into agreement, government hasn't heeded to, the agreed proposal. So they held a press conference and drummed home their grievances. And in doing so, they said, even though they've heard government has paid some compensations to some people, but for the people in that enclave, the towns you mentioned, they haven't received yet. So they are urging government to expedite the payment of the compensation. If the government fails to do that, according to them, they are going to stage a protest to, let the whole world know the exact situation they are in now. They said that they've gone for loans and they are under intense pressure to pay off these loans so that they will be free from, their creditors. So they are asking government, in all to expedite action in the payment of the compensation to the farmers and the residents affected by the construction of the bypass.
What do they intend to do if the government doesn't meet their demand?
Okay, so as I said earlier, they said that they are going to stage a protest, a demonstration, and they gave 16th April as a deadline for the protest. So, but they said they've had discussions with the regional minister, Seth Echampon, and he has assured them that they are in the process of getting the compensation for them. But the regional minister, I spoke to him some time ago, and he also said that, government, when government is in the process of doing something, it will take some measures to be fulfilled before these compensations can be paid. So he assured them that by the end of this year, before the end of this year, government is going to honor the promise of paying the compensations to the farmers and residents.
Official is our Eastern Region correspondent, and he's been telling us more about the demands of farmers who want the government to pay their compensation. Let's go back to the Ashanti region, because Asante Inotumfo II has hit hard at government for its involvement in the establishment of companies and industries while losing focus on policies. According to him, the government should not be holding on to the Electricity Company of Ghana without enough money to fund it while it can be handed over to the private sector. He spoke ahead of the commissioning of the plant in Kumasi. Nana Akufo-Addo, who's monitoring this for us, has joined us live from the place. Nana Ojima, Nana Akufo-Addo, has this happened yet?
Well, the event hasn't started yet. The event, which will be official commissioning of the Kumasi thermal power plant to the Ashanti region, will begin at exactly 2 p.m. That is when we are expecting President.
Well, this afternoon, the president is expected to commission the plant.
And also, we'll be having other dignitaries join the in the Ashanti region. I want to be specific.
Nana Akufo-Addo, what will happen after the commissioning of this plant?
Well, the commissioning of this plant, as we are being told, is to help people in the middle of the Ashanti region and also people in the northern half of the country. Well, with the establishment of the commissioning of the K1 CPP, they are making sure that after its official opening, we would have stable electricity and also contribute to the national grid. And so right after the official commissioning of the K1 CPP, we are to expect much more stable electricity and also much more attention given to the national grid.
You've been speaking with the chairman of the Mines and Energy Committee, Atachia. What has he been telling you?
Well, the chairman of the Committee on Mines and Energy, has also been commending government for relocating the KTPC, the power plant from Akufo-Addo to Kumasi. So that this is also to help people in the Ashanti region, especially, and also those in the northern part of the country. We can take a listen to some more questions.
The chairman of the Energy and Mines Committee in Parliament, what does this mean for us as a country?
Well, this is a game changer that we give space to the private sector to do what the government cannot do. They go and find their private capital and come and do such a project so that we will have cheap gas to power industrialization in the middle belt and in the north. This is where we should expand so strong. And when we so expand, energy is going to be good. And when we have good energy, the economy will thrive. And then we should be net exporters of energy. So this private sector initiative is critical. And we should give space to the private sector to affect the energy space.
Now let's look at the commissioning, or the official commissioning of the Kumasi 1 thermal power plant, formerly Amari. What is this step for us as a country? Where are we getting to in terms of energy and power?
We should improve our thinking that, and that's what President Akufo-Addo has done, that what a previous government has done, even if it's wrong, and you assume the reins of government, you don't throw away the assets of this nation. And that Amari was started by President Mahama. Whatever it is, we are not the owners of the plants. They are bringing the plants here to benefit the middle belt and the northern sector. And that is what we should do. And then we'll be able to save a lot of energy because of this plan, and also help all the power challenges and the outages in the middle belt and the Ashanti. It's a good project. It should be promoted. It should function full throttle, and Ghana will have the benefit. I'm tempted to say that if it should function very well, eventually you will not just rake in foreign exchange through cocoa production, but we will rake in foreign exchange through energy delivery to our neighboring countries.
But the question people are asking is that
Meanwhile, a group calling itself Youth for Asante-Man will later today embark on a demonstration against the Electricity Company of Ghana and the Energy Ministry. The protest is to demand a load-shedding timetable in the wake of the erratic power supply. Nana Ojima is still with us. Nana, when is the protest expected to start, and what are their major demands? Nana Akufo-Addo.
Well, Aisha, the protest is expected to start at exactly 5 p.m., right after President Akufo-Addo commissions the Kumasi 1 KTPT. Well, the group calling itself Youth for Asante-Man will be working through the first half street of Kumasi to demand the Energy Ministry alongside the Electricity Company of Ghana to release a load-shedding timetable in the wake of the erratic power supply. They are making that right after the president commissioned the Kumasi 1 terminal power plant, they are calling on the Energy Ministry and the ECG to make sure that the erratic power supply is being maintained or contained in a way that will affect their businesses.
Nana Akufo-Addo is a correspondent in the Ashanti region. We'll be bringing you more on the commissioning of that plant in our subsequent bulletins. The United States government, through the U.S. Agency for International Development, has launched a 5-year performance accountability activity in the Volta region. The activity supports local organizations, women and youth groups, and traditional and religious leaders to advocate for improved public service delivery. There's more in this report.
The 5-year performance accountability activity would be implemented by Democracy International in close collaboration with the Government of Ghana, partners, and local civil society organizations. The program would cover 70 districts in 10 regions across the country, with a focus on ensuring the citizenry acquire the capacity to seek improved public services. It would be implemented in areas of basic education, health, water and sanitation, agriculture and fisheries. Linda Ofori-Kwafo is the Performance Accountability Activity Deputy Chief of the party.
The approach that Democracy International and our partners are using is what we call the social behavioral science approach, where we are building on people's behaviors, attitudes, culture, and all those. We are trying to use this kind of approach and not the one that we have used in the past of name shaming and all those. No. What kind of behaviors are public officials using in the delivery of the services that is not getting us the result that we are looking for, and what kind of behaviors are citizens adopting in demanding accountability that is not helping us to get the result that we are looking for. And then we use capacity building, and we are using institutions, very capable institutions like the Institute of Local Government Studies. We are going to work with the NDPC and all those institutions. We have actually identified them as key stakeholders that we need to be able to work with them to be able to improve public service delivery at the local level of governance.
The Executive Director of Africa Disability Institute, Francis Asson, said the program would enhance efforts to ensure transparent, accountable and inclusive governance.
Running parallel to this is the general lack of capacity of citizens for them to engage local government authorities and service providers for effective service delivery. It is against this backdrop that we welcome the Performance Accountability Activity, PAA for short, to leverage on support being provided by USAID and other donors to reinforce ongoing efforts to promote transparent, accountable, and inclusive governance in the implementing regions and districts, for that matter, Volta and Koti regions.
During the activity launch, GLOA and ADI also facilitated a regional sensitization workshop to introduce the project to key stakeholders. Fred Kwame Asari, JoyNews.
Movement for Change, a national interest movement, will later today officially join forces in a bid to oust the governing MPP and end the NPP-NDC duopoly. Alan Kweje-Chermanteng and Dr. Abu Sakara Foster believe their union is what Ghana needs to progress. Deputy Communications Director for the Movement for Change has been throwing more light on what this means for Ghana's elections.
Alan Martin is coming to create what we call the jobs and cash economy. Everything is about jobs. Jobs so that you can get cash. Many people are unemployed, so they don't have money. If you check the current state of our economy, a lot of people are in extreme poverty and they're suffering. So the first priority of Alan is to create jobs. And that's why he is advocating for all these centers of excellence. But that aside, his track record in government under President Kufuor and under President Akufo-Addo is the reason why Ghanaians have confidence in him, that he is a proven performer. When given any appointment at any point in time, given control of any national asset, he's able to turn it into a profitable venture. And he's able to create space for private sector to thrive. And that's the most important thing. For all these automobile companies that are in Ghana, the government did not spend a dime. Alan says that the most important tool of a government is policy. When he put in place the right policies, they have come. They've set up companies and they're employing Ghanaians. So that is the trump card for him. Policy, policy, policy. But he's got the credibility to do what he's saying he will do. And that's the difference between Alan Martin and all the other candidates.
We're still live on JoyNews today, and if you just joined us, we're live also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X Spaces at JoyNews on TV. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll bring you the very latest from the world of business.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the business segment on JoyNews today with me, Pius Kojo Baka. In a bid to enhance connectivity for its customers, MTN Ghana, in collaboration with Techno Mobile, has introduced an exciting offer for purchasers of the newly launched Common 30 series smartphones. According to data device and home manager at MTN, Gloria Frimpong, buyers will now receive a monthly data package of 2.5 gigabytes from MTN for a general 6-month duration. She spoke to Joy Business at the launch of the Techno Common 30 series.
Building on Techno's design philosophy for the Common range, the Common 30 series empowers modern users to take a leading role in life through professional-level imaging and stylish design. Data Devices Home Senior Manager at MTN Ghana, Gloria Frimpong, said MTN is committed to making Africa a leader in technology.
Let me first of all congratulate Techno for this beautiful launch and introducing, as part of their range of devices, this innovative device known as the Common 30 series. Our partnership with Techno goes way back, and it's in line with our belief that everybody deserves the benefits of a modern, connected life. Techno provides a wide range of devices at affordable prices. And to penetrate into the market with regards to smartphones and help increase smartphone usage, we need to break the affordability barrier. And Techno really provides that.
Branch manager for the northern sector of Techno Ghana, Solomon Gandhi, said Techno would deepen its relations with MTN Ghana.
Techno, we think about our consumers, so we try to give them world-class products, premium products at affordable prices. And we are doing it again with a Common 30. So currently we are launching the Techno Common 30, and even as we have launched it, any Techno accredited shop that you go, you find some there.
The Common 30 series comes in a wide range of appealing colors, including Alps Snowy Silver, Emerald Lake Green, and Sahara Sand Brown.
Young engineers can make a substantial impact on the country's development and sustainability goals if they are exposed to practical experience after their engineering education. Industry experts are advocating the enforcement of real-life experiences and coaching of students to diverse practical solutions to confronting community problems. Here is a report by Clinton Yeboah.
The ideal fundamentals of engineering are embedded in problem solving and innovation. This underscores identifying societal problems and designing relevant solutions to improve lives in struggling communities. Engineers in Ghana are being encouraged to commit to addressing local challenges by leveraging their education to create location-specific solutions. Director, Land Management at Ghana Great Company, Engineer Bismarck Anane, has emphasized the need for country-specific relevant solutions. He says important solutions from abroad may not be suitable for Ghanaian problems.
Innovation means we identify societal problems and come up with solutions that will make life better. So we are very happy to identify with Engineers Without Borders because they go to remote areas, communities in Ghana, identify problems, and through the education they've had or they are having in school are able to come up with solution, however simple. And mind you, solutions are location specific, so you cannot import a solution from the United States or elsewhere for a Ghanaian problem. It may not be suitable because it is not one fit all. It is location or country specific, and they are doing what will be needed for our folks to be able to get solutions that are relevant for their local problems. And that is exactly what we are here to do, to enrich the content of the curriculum so that in studying, their focus is how they can contribute to solving problems in society, and by doing so they become employable in industries, or for those of them who want to take up entrepreneurial endeavors.
Engineer Bismarck Anane made these comments at a career fair for engineering students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. The career fair aims to provide mentorship and curriculum enrichment with a focus on developing solutions and enhancing employability among students. Principal Electrical Engineer at the Electricity Company of Ghana, Engineer Mrs. Aberta Amankwa, added that adequate focus should be channeled to the development of women in engineering.
Out there, the very few women who are in engineering are doing so well. They are excelling. It's quite challenging, but we are able to go through it. When they face certain frustrations, failures, and difficulties, it's normal because we didn't have it easy. We all went through it. But as we go through it, we pick lessons and experiences, and it is these lessons and experiences that have propelled us to where we are now. And then I took them through certain skills that are needed for them to excel in the industry, to stand up, to be intentional about how they want to be known.
Reporting for JoyNews, my name is Clinton Yabwa.
That's it for business. I am Pius Kojobaka. More business at 1 p.m. with Darokwao.
Time now to bring you sports on Joy News today with me, Muftao Nabila Abla. Ghana's Abeku Jackson is one of the few athletes that got a wild card and could be qualifying to participate on the Olympic Games in Paris later this year. My colleague Haruna Mubarak has been going through the story of how he inspired young swimmers to begin to get themselves involved in swimming. Following that success, he chalked in the African Games 2023. There's more in this report.
A golden moment for Abeku Jackson. At this year's African Games, he not only defies the odds, but also shatters a long-standing jinx, emerging as the first Ghanaian swimmer to seize a medal at this prestigious event.
Tops. It's a really rushing finish to the end. What is it going to be? Look at Abeku Jackson in lane 5. Lane 4 is going strongly as well. That's Kalafala Ali of Egypt. He's going really strongly. In the end, it's Kalafala who's going to take it. And there it is. It's a silver medal for Ghana. 24-3. And the Ghanaians yet again.
Abeku's stellar performance, clinching silver and bronze in the 50 and 100 meters butterfly events, not only captivated audiences, but also ignited a spark of inspiration. 12-year-old Lord Mana Ashley is part of a swimming brotherhood that has been making waves in Ghana over the last few years. Their father is Sergeant Mana David.
I'm very happy for Abeku Jackson. and he has done really well for the country, for himself, for the swimming fraternity, and the family as well. We thank God for him. I know Abeku Jackson from 2017. He trained here at the Birmingham Sports Complex, and in fact, from his demeanor, you will see that Abeku Jackson is hungry for success. And I'm not surprised Abeku won these medals. And this will inspire the young ones coming up. It will inspire them a lot, because they will also know that when we train like Abeku Jackson, we will hit at the top level of swimming. We'll also win medals for our country. It all boils on training, discipline, and hard work.
Abeku's success extends beyond the confines of local pools, throwing a spotlight upon Ghana on the global stage.
Several places, different competitions, different countries. I mean, he's phenomenal. People hear Abeku and they're like, hey, that boy. You see, with swimming, you need height. Even without the height, he's still doing exploits. He's still doing well, yes. He's still doing well. Yeah. So you can never tell what happens though, but he made us proud of the two that he won.
With Ghanaians' gaze fixed upon him, Abeku stands on the brink of his ultimate test, the Olympic Games. A daunting challenge lies ahead as he strives to secure qualification for the pinnacle of athletic achievement, slated for August.
For me, this is always a stepping stone. I mean, it's good to have competitions before the main Olympics. It's good to have African Games, World Championship. I recently just came back from World Championship. Before World Championship, I had a different competition. It's been back-to-back competitions, and it's the way forward. It's always to drop my time. It's always to get into my personal best, drop my time, move forward, qualify for the Olympics, and make my nation proud. The next step for me is to go back to training, see what went wrong, be it medal, 2 medals, 3 medals. There's always something, there's always room for improvement. So I'm going to go back, improve, work on everything I can and give my best.
He has the chances to qualify. He just has to push himself a little bit more. And I believe here in Ghana, nobody during these games had a qualifier. Qualified, nobody. And you'll be wondering why. I mean, we don't know why, but we are hoping that during his European Championship tour, he might bring us a qualifier.
As Abeku eyes global acclaim, his trailblazing success ignites the dreams of aspiring Ghanaian swimmers, proving that with determination and passion, barriers are meant to be broken. Haruna Mubarak for Joy Sports.
And that's your sports for now. We do have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com. We appreciate your time.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Showbiz segments with me, Jacqueline Ansuma Yobwa. Following a first on tour's unsuccessful singing marathon and Shafila's failed cooking marathon, Ghanaian nurse and makeup artist Stella Gomez finds himself in similar company as the third individual to have his Guinness World Record attempt denied. His goal was ambitious to break the record for the most lipstick applications by an individual, yet, despite his best efforts, the last attempt has been met with rejection by the Guinness World Record as a result of failure to adhere to guidelines.
Nurse and makeup artist Stella Gomez didn't just aim for the stars, he painted them on the lips. Surpassing his target of 7 models, he boldly doubled the existing record set by Chinese artist Li Jiaqi in 2018. However, despite his meticulous strokes and unwavering commitment, the dream of etching his name in history faced a sudden twist. In an email, Guinness World Records delivered the sobering news. The last attempt had fallen short of the stringent guidelines. The lipstick strokes, they said, lacked uniformity and veered beyond the boundaries of perfection. In the face of adversity, Della remains resolute.
A few days ago, I received my results from Guinness World Record. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was quite surprising because I followed all the rules. But with the email they sent me, it indicated that I didn't apply the lipstick fully on the lips of my models. Yeah, they said I didn't apply the lipstick fully on the lips of my models. And also the models were not supposed to blend with their own lips. So meaning the way I apply it on the lip, that's how it's supposed to be. No movement of the lip, nothing.
With a lot of unsuccessful attempts, what is the way forward for Della?
I've discussed with my models and we'll be taking the attempt again. In fact, the day I received the email, that was last week, Tuesday, I applied again. Yes. So currently we are waiting for the approval. Then we set a date. But this time around, we'll be doing it without any paparazzi. We want to use our iPhones to record what we do and we'll send it to them. We are doing the attempt again.
Ghana finds itself on the precipice of record-breaking glory, awaiting its moment to shine. The big question resonates. Which of these record-breaking challenges would actually be successful? For JoyNews, I am Jacqueline Ansuma Yeboah.
Now, all is set for the Season 5 premiere of the all-male lifestyle show on Joy Prime, the BMPS show. The show features men representing the bald, muscled, pot-bellied and skinny categories of the gender. Here is what to expect on the first episode, which will be aired tomorrow, Thursday, April 18th at 9 p.m. on Joy Prime.
I am pot-bellied, they say. Possible is skinny.
You say?
Of course, we have my brother Molded Rock, Oliver, also representing the muscled. And then Nanye is here with us representing the bald. And we are here to do justice to every single topic that we push up on the screens week after week. Today, what we're discussing is very simple. What do men consider before popping the big question? And that big question is, lady, will you marry me?
I look out for two things.
Okay.
Just two things.
Just. And I know one of them.
Which is?
Because I'm your boy.
You're my boy.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
That's what he looks out for.
What is he talking about?
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. And the woman will they understand me.
We're going to give you our boys' code of the day. And also, one of the things is that we've moved BMPS from Friday to Thursdays at 9 p.m. And now it's no more 30 minutes. It's a one whole hour. We also want to say a big thank you to Johnny Walker. Keep walking.
It's a wrap for the Showbiz segments with me, Jacqueline Ansuma Yeboah.
And thanks for bringing us Showbiz, Lady in Black. That's it for the bulletin this afternoon. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Log on to myjoyonline.com. There's more of the news and updates of all the developing stories to enjoy the rest of our programs.